Hello, this is Randy Hall with news from the year 3045, brought to you by Tachyon Technology, faster than the speed of light. And our sponsor is Cosmos Harmony. Remember, you can find your true love in the galaxy with Cosmos Harmony. Welcome, cybernauts, to a wonderful world of the future where magic, science, and technology have become undistinguishable. You can't tell the difference to some people. It's just all become one. If you want it done, find the right person, and you can do it. Anyway, I'm going to get started. Before I do, I want to state if I look like I'm a little bit sick, I got sort of an upset stomach. My lady friend gave me some food that she claimed was grown in an anti-gravity chamber. And no matter how I try, I can't keep it down. Anyway, this first one is sort of a public service video. It's called 2012 CBS News Report on Electronic Cigarettes. And those who have seen my videos in the past know that I'm switching over to electronic cigarettes. No smoke, it's steam, it's a vapor. No tar, none of the carcinogens. And this video talks about that, how it's helping people quit smoking. And start switching over to these e-cigarettes. It's a thing of the future. It's modern technology, and it's saving people's lives. It could literally save millions of lives. If you smoke cigarettes, pipes, tobacco of any kind, consider switching to an e-cigarette. That's, like I said, this is a public service announcement. E-cigarettes are great. They may not work for you, but you may know somebody that they will work for. Anyway, that's called 2012 CBS News Report on Electronic Cigarettes on YouTube. Check it out. On our first UFO video, this is UF footage, 110, 1-10, North Florida. Very strange, 11/26/2011. Original footage as seen on Fact or Fake. Again, that's UFO footage, 110, North Florida. Or is it I-10? It might be I-10. I-10, North Florida. Very strange, 11/26/2011. Original footage as seen on Fact or Fake. Now, it could be a fake. If it is, it's a really good one. So I consider it good entertainment, and it is good entertainment. That's how I usually choose the videos that I mention as being good entertainment, and it's very good. Another one is Strange UFO in the Sky in Chelsea, New York, 13 October 2010. It's a news report. Strange UFO in the sky in Chelsea, New York, 13 October 2010. And it's good. You see different formations in the sky that occurred then. And that's what the UFOs did. They moved around, formed formations. Pretty good stuff. Another one is UFO closes Chinese airport again. UFO closes Chinese airport again. It's a 2010 good year for UFOs in China. This video documents, and it's sort of a comical documentary. And excuse me. And but 2010, there was a lot of UFOs in China. Kept closing the airport, interfering with the public. And then the Chinese came out and announced that they were testing their new type of weapons of war. What the UFOs were that. And anyway, but it's a pretty good video. UFO predictions. First of all, I'll point out how I do my predictions. I have a theory that on holidays and times when people have a lot of free time to be outside and to celebrate, it makes it easier for them to see things outside. And so I look at these days on YouTube as a database. I use YouTube as a database and see the frequencies of UFOs as they appear on those dates. And the dates I'm mentioning have a high frequency, and that's my basis. So you might want to check this out. In the U.S., September 3rd, that's also Labor Day in the U.S. and Canada. Possibility, it could be the night before the morning, the night before and the morning after. Also Halloween in the U.S., as well as other places. October 31st. October 8th, Columbus Day in the U.S., but that's also Thanksgiving Day in Canada. And basically, these can be possibility of UFOs all over the place, all over the globe, the planet, but particularly in the U.S. and Canada. Just a thought for the day. Some people possess talent, while some people are possessed by it. Think about that. Do you control how your talent is being used, or are you possessed by it itself? Does it control you? Something to think about. In news from the 31st century. Many people in Central Valley took a moment to remember Ray Bradbury. He was a great writer of the 21st century, 20th century. It was also in August of 2012 that when the Curiosity Mars lander took its first movement on Mars, it named its landing site in the name of Ray Bradbury. Now, if you're familiar with who Ray Bradbury was, he wrote many, many books, including The Martian Chronicles, Fahrenheit 451, I believe. Just a large number of books and short stories. His stories were used on radio programs during the 50s, including X-1 and Dimension X. And you can still see those radio programs by going on Google and just simply searching Dimension X or X-1. And there are archives of those old radio shows, and they're really cool. Science fiction from the 1950s, the 20th century. Great stuff. So you might want to check that out. He influenced me as a writer. He entertained me for years. He was a cool dude. He had several TV shows about his that TV programs made about his work. I believe he is the one who said that that magic will someday become indistinguishable from science. He's cool. In other news from the 31st century, there have been back support chairs in the past, but nothing like Cairo lumbar support chair by Dunhill Incorporated. When you sit in the chair, the cushioning, which is designed based on human tissue, form fits to support your back. If you move around in the chair, the tissue automatically moves with you. This is made possible by genetic and molecular clone engineering that combines human cells, DNA, with other types of material. Cool stuff. Okay. This involves a real Star Wars hover bike. News from the 31st century. Hover bikes are common in the 31st century. They come in all shapes and sizes. But did you know that people that make hover bikes were inspired by the movie Star Wars? That's right. I believe that was the late 20th century, and there were reproductions of that series during the 21st century. Such a bike was first ridden by Luke Skywalker and the characters of Star Wars, but it wasn't real. The first real hover bike was created around 2012, yes, the 21st century. For more info, check out Star Wars Hover Bike. That's Star Wars Hover Bike on YouTube and Google. Great stuff. 21st century was this fantastic with new technology that was invented, much that is used in the 31st century. Concepts and abstractions derived from it. Great stuff. Also in Central Valley, many people there took time to have a memorial to remember a great space pioneer by the name of Neil Armstrong. It was nearly 1,000 years ago, in August of 2012, the 21st century, that he died. He was 82 years old. In the 20th century, he was the first man, first human being to set foot on the moon. Some really, that was a breakthrough. It was a great achievement for the human race, for mankind. Yet, during the 21st century, there were people who wanted to scrap NASA. Strange. All the benefits that came from NASA, the technology, everything from GPS to laptop computers to small computers, satellite TV, long-range weather forecast. That's just a few of the things. Medical breakthroughs were aided by NASA. It just was remarkable. Industrial concepts and developing new products. The list just goes on and on. Yet there were people who wanted to scrap it. Strange. Okay, let's see what I've got here. Okay, I'm going to take a minute to talk on religion. Many people have asked me about what my religious beliefs are, and I will state that I was originally raised as a Baptist, and then I got into philosophy, Aristotle, and such, and for a while I thought I was an atheist. But I was still looking, and through concepts of studying reason and studying concepts in religion, I come to the conclusion that my belief, it doesn't have to be your belief, you don't have to believe it. I'm going to share my belief with you. I believe that God and the universe are one and the same. That what many people believe was God is actually the universe. God is the universe is God. That the attributes given to God are actually attributes of the universe, and that the attributes given to the universe are actually attributes of God. That when men and women use science to understand the nature of the world we live in, the universe and nature, they're actually studying the nature of God. I've also discovered that through concepts of prayer and meditation, that ideas of faith can aid the healing process. It's helped me personally, and it has to do with the way the mind works. You can trigger responses in the brain to make it heal your body. I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. So faith does play a place, but also reason and logic and science. I don't believe that faith will ever explain reason. I don't believe reason will ever explain faith. But I do not believe, as Martin Luther did, the founder of the Protestants, that reason is the enemy of faith, or that faith is the enemy of reason. In fact, I believe, much like will, the concept of will, if you take faith and balance it with reason and logic, you could be unstoppable. You could achieve many, many great things with a combination of faith balanced with reason and logic. And that's my beliefs on religion. As far as Nibiru, Planet X, and the Mayan calendar, I don't believe that on December 21st the world's going to just cease to end, or half the planet's going to be destroyed. I don't believe the planet's going to be hit by other bodies in space. It's going to cause a great catastrophe. I don't believe the moon's going to be hit by bodies in space, a planet or whatever, Planet X. From the research I've done looking at NASA's reports, there could be some rough maneuvering for the Earth through this part of the galaxy. There could be some stuff there. But whether it's going to hit us or not, I don't know, and no one knows. Yet there are people who want to scare people with all this talk of Nibiru and the end of the Earth, the end of life, the end of existence, the end of the world. I'm going to live my life as though there will be a December 22nd. I'm not going to do anything that I'm going to regret if there is a future, and I recommend you to do the same thing. Try to have a positive outlook and use your head. And try not to hurt anybody else, and please don't hurt yourself. Don't do anything you're going to regret if there is a future. That's enough of that. Remember to work for your dream. Work for your dream. Just set it on your butt and dreaming does no good. You have to sweat a little bit, make an effort to turn it, make it real. You have to do that. Fight for your future. There's a woman who said anyone who fights for the future lives it today. So fight for your future and work to make your future real. Make an effort. Use your head. Think. Remember what the Dormouse in Alice in Wonderland said. Feed your head. Read a book. Learn something new. Feed your head. Use your head. Learn something new. Learning never ends. It don't matter how old you get. It never ends. Even the most smartest of people say that the more they know, the more they realize they don't know. And nobody ever knows totally everything. It doesn't work that way. And anybody who says they understand totally how the universe works is pretty much showing that they're dumb. The more you know, the more you realize there is to know. So keep learning. Learn more. Remember that sometimes even when you lose, you can still win if you don't give up your dream. Don't give up your dream. Keep working for it. I'm going to give you a blessing. May you always have the freedom to choose the path of reason, and when reason isn't present, may you have the wisdom to know it. Well, I got to go. That anti-gravity food's starting to come back up. I just can't keep it down. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, where's the pointer? I found the pointer. Have a good day. And may the universe bless you. And remember that this part of the universe right here